Hi, thanks for joining in. My name is Basha and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you just a few orchids that are currently in bloom, and this is the first one. This is the Cymbidium Magic Vogel or Vogel. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this one. I've had this orchid for about 2 years now, and as you can see, the first year I put it in the garden, like in the summer, like with the rest of my cymbidiums. However, I don't think it liked it because it lost a lot of leaves, and I've got now just kind of bare pseudobulbs. And as you can see, the leaves that is still kept, they're looking quite rough. They're looking, burnt and with a lot of imperfections. So I've decided to keep it this year inside in my house on this southwest facing windowsill, and I can see it's done a little bit better. So it grew a few new growths. It does. I have to say, this cymbidium is really hard to keep looking nice because it does look kind of very tatty, if I can say that. But nevertheless, it's got two spikes. So this is the first spike, which is, I'm sorry, I'm not moving it from the window because it's kind of jammed in. So this is the first spike, where it's here, and it's still, the flowers are still opening. And this is the second spike. This spike actually opened first. And as you can see, the colors are absolutely stunning. There's a lot of freckles, which obviously freckles are quite my favorite. And the flowers are very, very tightly positioned. So, there's no spacing in between. The flower spikes look really, really full. Fragrance wise, it's got kind of earthy fragrance, a little bit of freshness, a little bit earthiness. It's not very strong like some of the cymbidiums, but I think it's the flowers, the beauty of the flowers compensate for the lack of, not so beautiful fragrance. So this is my Cymbidium Magic Vogel. I'll put the name on the screen. Now the next orchid in flower, it's my wonderful Phalaenopsis ludemaniana, and it has got two spikes, although this flower is just going over. It's got three spikes. There is a little flower bud right on the end. This orchid is extremely, extremely thirsty. I have just watered it, I think 2 days ago, and it looks like it needs more water. Because it's drying out very, very fast. Fragrance wise, very delicate, nothing too showy. However, the flowers, I'm sorry for the shakiness, the flowers are pretty spectacular. They're quite decent in size as well. I love the patterning on it. So this is my second flowering orchid, Phalaenopsis ludemaniana. The next orchid is Vanda lemellata variety Okinawa, and this is one of my favorite Vandas. It's quite compact in size. It does require quite a lot of light. It's growing literally under maybe 2 inches under the lights, and still you can tell the color of the leaves is quite rich, quite dark green. Now the flowers are very fragrant. They kind of mixture of vanilla and honey. When they open, the the cream is not cream, it's pretty white. And then as they age, the lip darkens, and the petals and sepals become creamy in color, with a little bit hint of yellow. I don't know how many times this Vanda has flowered for me already. It usually flowers with two flower spikes, and the flowers are not big, they're quite small in size. But as you can see on the spike, there is quite a few of them. So there's quite a lot of them on when they flower finally, and it's quite beautiful. I love the color combination, I love the scent, and I love the easing easiness of this Vanda. Vanda Lamellata Variety Okinawa. The next in flowers are my twinkles, and I am so sorry, I'm filming this video in the office, so you're gonna have a little bit of snippets of the computer and books and stuff on the table, and the background is not ideal, but however I'm in a bit of a hurry. But I wanted to include in the last video of this year and document what orchids I have in flower, because I have missed quite a few of them. I was so busy over Christmas. So nevertheless, those are my twinkles. Some of them just going over. I mean, they took absolutely forever to open, and now I've missed the flowering, and some of them are going over. This is my absolutely favorite. It's gorgeous, it's absolutely stunning. This is, just to let you know, oh, this is the Oncidium Twinkle Anna, and I love the colors. They're kind of autumny. They're absolutely beautiful. The contrast is stunning. This one is, I think, Oncidium Mona, if I'm not mistaken, and this one is Fantasy Red. So the scent is absolutely beautiful. It's vanilla, and it's quite strong. And as you can tell, they're quite small. They're quite compact orchids, so they're quite easy to find a space for in your collection. So those are my flowering Oncidiums. Next one is Phalaenopsis Sparks. Now this one is it's got only 2 flowers, and it's got, okay, as you can see, it's branching out on a flower spike. I think I broke this flower spike at some point of growing, because the flower spike is quite tall, as you can tell. The plant itself is really big, and it is very, very thirsty one. It's not fragrant, but look at those colors. Absolutely stunning. Phalaenopsis Sparks. Now this gorgeous baby is a named variety. It's Phalaenopsis Mickey Crown Toga. So I think it's rewarded cross, and look at those colors. The flowers are very big. They're almost as big as my hand. The plant itself is quite compact, so the leaves are not as big, or at least they're not yet. And it gave me only 1 flower spike, but the flowers look quite compact as well on the spike. They're not very spread out. And again, it's not fragrant, but those colors are absolutely stunning. Phalaenopsis Crown Mickey Toga. Next Phalaenopsis are those gorgeous clean white, crispy white flowers with a bit of a pink inside and gorgeous vivid lip. This is Phalaenopsis Buketto Passion, if I'm not mistaken. This is one of the Buketto line, which has been released by one of the Netherlands companies, and it's been distributed all over the Europe. It was quite expensive, I'm not going to lie. I think it was something almost £40 for this plant, which it is pretty expensive for Phalaenopsis. It's a beautiful Phalaenopsis with quite large leaves and very dense leaves, and a lot of them, quite long flower spikes, and a lot of buds still to open. It's not fragrant, but I think the colors are absolutely stunning, and they definitely reward for the and compensate for the lack of fragrance, as I usually say. There we go. This is Phalaenopsis Buketto Passion. Next in line is my No ID Big Lip Phalaenopsis, and I think this is one of the very few big lips. And I don't have the ID. I'm pretty sure some of you are going to know the ID, because it's quite popular, at least in the UK, and I think in the European markets. It's not fragrant again, but those colors are absolutely beautiful. They're very crispy white with a deep burgundy dots, and this gorgeous big pink, almost fuchsia-like lip. one that is definitely worth having in your collection. And those were my blooms for 2024. So today is the last day of 2024, and I hope you all have an amazing new year 2025. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!